Hello and welcome back to Operation Crypto. Today we'll be taking a look into Tezos, having a look at some of the basic and fundamentals, historic prices, and then what could potentially happen going forward. So if you're interested in that, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and let's crack on. Right, so let's take a look into this and have a look what it's all about. So what is Tezos? Tezos is an open source platform for assets and applications that can evolve by upgrading itself. Stakeholders govern upgrades to the core protocol, including upgrades to the amendment process itself. And then we have a list of all the key aspects about the chain and the Tezos network itself. So I'll just run over a few of them. So self-amendment, which is one I would like to speak about mainly. So it allows a Tezos to upgrade itself without having to fork the network into two different blockchains. This is important as the suggestion or expectation of a fork can divide the community after stakeholder incentives and disrupt the network effects that are formed over time. Because of self-amendment, coordination and execution costs for protocol upgrades are reduced and future innovations can be seamlessly implemented. That would help because if it ever comes to the decision of a fork and it's down to the community, what for example if 50% want to do it and 50% don't, it will move forward as 50% always wins, but 50% of that people you will lose out on, you'd probably lose their confidence. So it is tough, but this way and this protocol that they have implemented at Tezos seems genuinely a great idea. And then on-chain governance, a lot of chains do have that. Decentralized innovation, we all want decentralization. That's what originally Bitcoin was designed for. I mean, it didn't turn out that way, but there's a lot of ways people are going now to get decentralization as part of their chain and their company. It has smart contracts and formal verification. Proof of stake, which is a great way of earning rewards through the system. I will have a look at it in a bit and see what percentages they are getting. And then delegation. So in POS, a security deposit is required to participate in the consensus process and avoid being diluted by inflation. As in proof of work, the consensus protocol relies on an honest majority of its security, which is incentivized directly by the Tezos protocol by penalizing dishonest behavior and rewarding honest behavior. If a participant behaves dishonestly, they can lose their deposit. Users who do not wish to participate directly in the consensus protocol have the option to delegate their rights to other users to participate on their behalf. Here over on CoinMarketCap we will take a look at some of the basic stats and some historic figures that we have seen in the past. So Tezos is currently ranked number 10 out of all cryptocurrencies with a ticker XTZ. Current price is $2.74 with a market cap of just slightly under $2 billion and a circulating supply of 710,972,180 XTZ. Scrolling down here we can see the chart, and then what I'm interested in here is the all-time highs that we had on July 2018, which was $4.46. So currently we're not a million miles down from where we have been all-time highs. So, and this wasn't around during the bull run of 2017, so we are not sure what this coin can do on a bull run yet, so that could be quite intriguing going forward. And then just another little brief explanation here. So developed by ex-Morgan Stanley analyst Arthur Brightman, Tezos is a multi-purpose platform that supports dApps and smart contracts, and basically the rest just says it is a POS coin and other information about that. And then the market pairs, here we have the list that we're all on. So it's on some decent exchanges. So we're on Bit4x, OKX, Binance, DigiFinex, Coinbase Pro. So we're getting quite a lot of good exchanges on there, and the list is massive as you can see. And here, if we just take a quick look over the Explorer which Tezos has. So on the top left you see the current block that we're on, which is last seen a minute ago, the price action and market cap. And then down on the right hand side we see the staking activity, so there's 80% staking with a reward currently of 5.94%. And then further down we have the distribution of the supply. The account growth on the right and then further up, if you want to use a box at the very top, that will give you the ability to search addresses or transactions. If we take a look at stakingrewards.com, you can see a slight breakdown and calculator for the income you could gain from staking Tezos. So gives you a price, current change, and then the reward. So 5.63% it's saying on this calculator. And down in the left hand side here you can enter the amount that you wish to stake, and then it will give you an income there just at the bottom, and then further down it gives you, again same as CoinMarketCap does, it gives you a brief description about the projects and social links, etc. And to finish off with, let's just take a quick look at the charts and see what's been going on in the past and what could potentially happen in the future. So I'm on the XTZ Bitcoin chart, which is on Bitfinex. It goes back the furthest out of all the charts, so it gives you a bit of an idea to what could potentially happen. So it wasn't around at the beginning of where that crazy bull run in 2017, so the price action has not had any major drastic pumps like they did, nothing like 1,000%. So I mean, the biggest one we had, if we draw on the price range from this point down here up to, we had a 306% price raise, so that's probably the biggest one you've seen from this if you bought him back down here. I mean, previous to this time up here, it will have been lower, but I've not got that available on the chart, so I can't see that. But what I want to do is just draw some potential levels in here, and then see where we could go. So I'm not going to use, well, how far shall we go back? We'll go back to last year at some point. So if we get the box, and let's find some key levels. So that's a level there. As you can see, let's just put that on top there. It has it at the bottom, so we'll drag it back across. It's nearly at support again now. So yeah, so it acted as resistance there. It did break through a couple of times, but it come back. You could say that we're all the way through there. That's it. It's quite a good level of that. So yeah, it was resistance, and then resistance again, resistance back down, resistance, and then once it broke through, it acted as support. And again, that will take a while to get through that again. But you never know what happens, so let's just clone that and let's just find another key level where we could. There's a key level, I'd say. You could argue against it, though, to be honest. Let's take that as a key level. So yeah, it acts as resistance there. It broke through, resistance again, support, resistance. You see where I'm coming from. That just gives us a bit of an indicator to where some market structure is. Currently, we're hovering above this daily support at around 24,000 sats. I won't look at that in the USDT value because the charts aren't so good on there, but we're not far off from that support basically there. But let's draw Fibonacci on and see where we could potentially go over the next few months in price range. Now that's quite interesting. Let's just line that Fibonacci up there. So some potential levels to get in at down here are towards this area at 22,000 sats. If we just draw, no, we're not going to do it. I'm going to compare it to the USD dollar chart, but there's no point really because we can see some key levels down here. In my opinion, we are going to get some of these levels again down here because Bitcoin itself, it's been on quite a decent bull run recently. Over the last 6 weeks, and it's not had a recovery, and it needed to recover, and if it does, I think everything else will follow. The market should follow and dump, to be honest. So if I were buying, I would buy it around this level here. If you can get some Tezos down here, it would be great. Going forward, there's some huge levels. If we just go back to CoinMarketCap, have we got help? No, we've not. We'll just get it in here. Tezos, and let's have a look at what the all-time high was. So we was at $4.46 we was. So if we go back to a chart now, $4.46 will have been that level there, and that's double to what we are now. I mean, that in my opinion will be hit again. So we're down here now. That price up there will be hit. It wasn't that long ago that was hit, so all you need is you could bounce off one of these fib levels and it could shoot back up. So in my opinion, that will be broken. We could hit this level up here. I'm not sure what that is in US dollar value, but the 1.1618, that the 1.618 level will be hit at some point. We need a bull run, and if we get a bull run again, this is not experienced a bull run, so if it does, it will absolutely take off. But that's just it for today's video. Just a brief insight to what Tezos is, some potential entry prices down here. If you can get in at these levels, that would be great. I mean, if it drops down here, it would be epic. But yeah, that'll do for today, guys. Thanks very much for listening. Hope you learnt a little bit. So please make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.